Dom je dewa dan de dongara dan char nyor de lana me ba yang da bara zo san jo rum sa da san tra achieving like teaming I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech and mind. Until death I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech and mind. From now until this time tomorrow I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech and the mind. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the Buddhas, and we take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the noble Dhakas, Dhakinis, and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas embodied enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and apply myself to a complete stage of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent. I take refuge until enlightenment is reached by the merit of generosity and the other good deeds. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. So we skip the 7 lamp prayer. Go to mandala offering. Short mandala offering. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water and stirred with the flower. It is adorned with the mirror, the spirit mountain, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. As the Buddha fell for it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness as the Buddha feels. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer altar in order sacred offerings. With my body, wealth, and all that is visible, please grant me supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through postrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. Om Guru Rina Mendra La Pinza Manga Samandra Savarina Samaya Ahom. I call refuge on the name of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are Victor Varjadara with adored. I bow at the feet of Father Jitin Songong. Continue laughing with no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of mind. Please stand aware of the Dharma of the true vehicles and the combination according to disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. Long press to Manjushri. And the Deity Yoga Sadhana is in the Manjushri Sadhana has. Page 32, okay. The long press to Manjushri. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of clouds of two words, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has a compassion for all beings who are suffering from darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60th branch of Haramana speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cast settling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, Manjushri, adorned by the 112 Son of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Arapasana Deon, 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 Om Arapasana Deon, Arapasana Deon, Arapasana Deon, Arapasana Deon, Wangeshoramo, 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 Wangeshoramo. Wangeshoramo, 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 Wangeshoramo. Wanga Joromo, 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 Wange Shoromo, 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 Wange Shoromo. No Wange Shoromo, 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 Wange Shoromo. Wange Shoromo, 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 Wange Shoromo. Wange Shoromo, Wange Shoromo, Wange Shoromo, Wange Shoromo, Wange Shoromo, Wange Shoromo, Wange Shoromo. Wange Shoromo. You who are the perfect youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses, and the dispel darkness of worldly ignorance, are posted before you in the present judiciary. 有那个人墙外播一些中美拉登巴，一定的莫门萨万江巴的养老上次度。当给都结要结人生中心结么都得结不将。世界人不大不了几百个小姐姐被小那个上子，当个多见强劲的罗那罗当马巴马来姐姐干部爸爸莫这把加瓦因这个。噶就拉玛南来索罗的罗门一节研究保障。提松上节跟节我问也让生这个我从东泽，在为拉美下那个上子。Good morning, everyone. Morning. So today, going to share the Shamatha meditation. Shamatha meditation yesterday, so we talked about focus with the object, focus with the breath, and these two is the major, main practice, the Shamatha. And then go to the focus with the object. So focus with the object has two different sections. And one is called focus with a regular object. And focus with a regular object is, generally regular people, meditators, focus with just and regular object. Regular means just generally object using, right? But people who follow the and Yadam deity practice, generation stage, and then they use regular object is changed to the special object. So special object is we have to visualize the Buddha and the Yadam deities. So of course, like when you want to relax your mind, release thoughts, you want to be more calming, and you want to create a peaceful, and then you can focus with the regular object. It's very good. Then you wanted to have some special connection, right? It's through your devotion. So without the devotion, then that person, if someone don't have devotion, then that person know any special object. The devotion create the special object. So we don't devotion arise to the just regular object, right? That's the reason we have to focus with the special object. So special object is we visualize Buddha Shakyamuni, and we chant this morning prayer. So Buddha Shakyamuni's form body, light radiating, right? Bring to light radiate heat to our heart, and you visualize that. Meditate. So that meditation really helps release your sadness feeling, unhappy feeling, and also you have some negative emotion holding in your mind. That really helps, power of that light come from Buddha's heart to your heart, you can release that, your emotions, negative feeling, you can remove. So that's why yesterday, due to your question, like when you meditate, sometimes fear is like not really joyful, but mind is just be there, peacefully. You don't have that really, uh, you know, come from spiritual energy, like making you more joyful, right? Spiritual energy make you more joyful, but sometimes you don't get that joyful. So that's the reason you have to use for special object. And special object, visualize Buddha Shakyamuni or visualize Tara, which Yadam deity you have devotion. You visualize that Yadam deity, and then that Yadam deity, heart center like that is coming to your heart. Yeah. So you meditate this like that is going to your body or removing your darkness feeling, sadness feeling, So that's very powerful. You can release all these unpleasant feelings. Okay, so that helps become your mind's more connecting, like happy blessing with spiritual path. So that's why we have used like two different and regular object and the special object. So today I want to share with you a little bit more about the special object, how to visualize the special object. Special object, last way we shared the teaching, generation stage, visualize very clearly Yadam deity, right? So that's the reason. And you bring like the image of the Tara or Buddha, which one you wanted to use. So mine, like I looking to that object and close again and log again. And then, or when you close the eye, so that image is appear to your mind. So that's what we have to create, practice. So then there's a thing about like Buddha Shakyamuni, his form body, form is like appear to your mind. And then you just mind, be with that. Your mind is be with that object, and you don't use analytical, thinking about Buddha Shakyamuni's color is yellow, golden, he holding the begging bowl, and so he has Dharma robes, and that kind you don't have to think, just form, fully form body, and use in your object of meditation, and then mind resting with that object. So that's the shamatha meditation, mind resting with the special object. So long as you're resting, mind resting with the special object, then it's also your feeling is not same as regular object. Because due to your devotion, you feel become more blessed. And as long as you have feeling blessed, you're receiving the blessing from Buddha, and then you also release some, our negative karma, sadness, negative karma. So that's the reason here. Shamatha meditation in this book, page 46 says, here is the what needs to come together for the practice of shamatha. You should be in the place that is conductive to practice. No, not this one. Sorry, it's they have another level. Okay, so page 50 actually. Page 50, there's a shamatha meditation teaching. What page 50 and the bottom of the page 50 says, it is certainly acceptable to use the image of Tathagata Buddha Shakyamuni. See, so, special object we have to use Buddha Shakyamuni. or the like as your visual object. Same is like visual object. It's a regular object is changed to the special object. When the mind become unclear or closed and so forth, when you meditate, focus with the breath or you focus with the object, sometimes like your mind is not clear, not pleasant, it feel more heavy. In that time, then you have to use this special object. See, when the mind become unclear or clouds and so forth, such an image is very helpful. So use the special object is really helpful. Special object can help remove the unpleasant feelings. So when you are visualize the deity appearance in all its vividly presence, so we have to visualize the Yadam deity vividly presence, do not get involved with the concepts about the deity's body, color, or elements. So you cannot follow by like details, because just for fully formed body and visualize your mind, focus at that. But this one later slightly different. You wanted to use shamatha way, and your solely open eye and mind resting with the special object. Yeah. So your eye, gets to the tanka or statue, then mind resting with that. But visualize is you have to close eye. So it's depending our like practice level, right? Some close eye, then you cannot think about the Buddha Shakyamuni because you don't know that much, right? And you cannot concentrate without your open eye. So your open eye, you see the object, then you can mind resting with that object. So that's a more beginner level. If you are used to, then already your meditation is more used to ready for shamatha, then good is a close eye. So visualize the Buddha's form body. So when visualize Buddha's form body, it's like mind seeing the form body, not your eye seeing, right? Eye seeing is like you seeing tanka, like we can see object, but that is in the very basic level. Mind seeing, so when you close eye, the form, the Buddha's form is appear to your mind. And then that means your mind seeing the Buddha, not your eye seeing the Buddha. So when you close eyes, mind seeing the Buddha, that is inseparable with your mind. Actually, your mind is appear to the Buddha's form body. So that's why that Buddha is your mind is a Buddha. The connections. Do you understand? So that really helps become your ordinary mind is transforming to enlightened mind, form body. The generation stage, last week we talked, this ordinary body is transforming to Buddha's form body. Ordinary speech is transforming to the enlightened speech. This mind is transformed to the Buddha's form body, yeah? The Buddha's mind, enlightened mind. So that's, we have to close the eye and visualize. So when we visualize, then Buddha is able to clearly your mind. We have to visualize very clearly, okay? Clearly means just, first of course, we have to practice, use the statue and the tankas. And then the form is able to in your mind. So when you meditate, then you cannot follow the colors, form, body, each, aspect. If you follow that, then you get distraction. And before meditation, you can focus each part of the body. You have to learn. Then you are in the meditation, you cannot follow this all different form, body, or part. Just whatever comes, visualize, and the Buddha's form, meditate. And then that Buddha's form is like I told you, is apart to your mind. Mind is your Buddha. So then visualize, we form is clearly. So clearly is dependent, right? That also last week I shared. But we have a pause meditation. And that time you have to load the image, tanga, close eye, you can load the colors, you can investigate. That means like you study, you practicing. But then when you meditate, the form is able to your mind, but then comes very clearly is great. But even not coming clearly, but don't push hard to try to, form able to clearly. Then that means like you get distracting again. So whatever comes, like, not really clear is okay. But important is like you have to recognize the Buddha enlightened beings with me in there. So then that Buddha is come from, on your mind, because your mind seeing that Buddha. The Buddha is inseparable with your mind. We need that confident. Do you understand? Confident. That's the in the here is generation stage, page 20. I think 106. So we go to generation stage, page 106. So 106 there says, see, the second of the three necessary element for deity development is stable deity pride. So in this case, the first is of course we visualize the deity's form clearly. Second, we need in this one, we visualize is deity development is a stable deity pride, like stable and pride. This pride is confident, not negative pride, okay? So we have, of course, negative pride, and also this you can say positive pride too. So positive pride is antidote to negative pride. Positive pride remove the negative pride. So then this pride is, you knowing your truth. So it's kind of like you're confident, right? Confident. That's what we need. What we need confident. You visualize that deity, Yadam or Buddha's form. That's we confidently recognize our own mind. No separate than your mind. Why is effort to in the your in Buddha is effort to your mind? Because so the Buddha is your mind. That's why Buddha is effort to your mind. And that Buddha is inseparable with your mind. So that's why stable deity pride is taught us in antidote to our ego clinging. See, this removed our negative ego and the sense of self. So self-grasping, me and I am the best. Any others, I have better everything. So whatever you're thinking about, I'm best. So that's called the ego, right? Self-ego. So you meditate, visualize the Yadam deity, Buddha's form, the Buddha's, and you are recognized inseparable confidently. So that remove the I and the self negative ego. Then we have grasping at the self and grasping at existing of in objective reality. So we have two different levels self-grasping. One is like me and I. My like finger, right? My arm, my eye. So all is thinking about me is like thinking about your part of body. So that's another, self-grasping. Another grasping is called, this is my home, it's my car, right? My family. So auto level object is, that's you holding and fixation grasping. So that's why here says grasping at the existing of in objective realities, auto level. And another is called grasping at a self. Self is like our self, like my body. So then the first one, self-clinging, refer to these senses of me and I, that we have had since time without a beginning. So when we was born, then we have that, I and self. So not only this life, that is come from like many lifetimes, like when we deluded, samsara, then that time we have I and self. So due to that, we deluded. So now, between clear and vivid visualization and deity pride, the latter is actually more important. If we do not have fully conviction that we are the deity, even if the visualization is clear and vivid, we will remain stuck in our mundane state of mind. So you visualize the Yadam deity clearly, but then you look to yourself, I am ordinary. Right? So that means like still we are stuck in the mundane precepts. So we know transforming, our ordinary form, speech, mind is Buddha. Do you understand? So this one comparing, like you visualize very clearly Buddha in the sky, that better, or you have confidently, you visualize Buddha in your mind is inseparable. So which one is more powerful? Second one is more powerful, right? The reason is the first one is good, like, you have enlightened beings, you focusing, you visualize, but still you don't using, more deeper level practice. So if you go more deeper level practice, right, then visualize that Buddha is your own mind. Your mind is equal to Buddha. Buddha is your mind. So the Buddha and your mind is inseparable. We need that confidence. So long as you have that confidence, then your ordinary form is transforming. This mundane perception is like, wash away. We can say destroying all these mundane precepts. So that's why, visualization, not only not enough, we need confident, stable divine pride when you meditate. Having clear visualization is thus pointless, so not that powerful comparing to, you recognize yourself as enlightened being, Buddha. It is also important to not think of the deities we are meditating on as just a focal object in our mind. So that's another level is okay, basic level shamatha. When we talked yesterday, you use regular object, right? And in that case, like example, you can, use this enlightened being's body is object of meditation. But you want to go more higher level, deeper level, then that's also not enough. So visualize the Buddha is have to recognize inseparable with our own mind. So then that means like you really knowing your mind is enlightened mind. Do you understand or no? Yes? Okay. So then it also is important to not think of the deities we are meditating with just a focal object in our mind. We should have the sense of inseparability between the deity, a parent, and one who is meditating on the deity. The Yadam deity appearing to your mind, that deity and who's meditating, that person is inseparable. That's most important. In this way, we are training ourselves to be inseparable with this sense of I am deity. So negative I am is transformed to Yadam's I am, means positive. We think about me and I is ordinary. I am Buddha, right? Shakyamuni. So because you not saying just I am Buddha Shakyamuni, you meditating, visualize, so that Buddha's form, visualizing Buddha's form, and your mind is, you really recognize inseparable. But this one is just, like talk about the teaching in the words, but you meditate, then you have that experience. So, it's this one refer to Buddha, but you can think about the Tara, Shinreze, any Manjushri, which enlightened by form body, you have a strong connection. So you visualize that Buddha, and then you look into your mind, and then your mind is appear to that Buddha, the Yadam deity. The Yadam deity, your mind is, you fear, inseparable. So then that time, then you have to mind resting on your nature, So then you don't have to go back to again like, this Buddha, my mind, my mind is this Buddha. So, you don't need to create a conceptual again, right? So usually happening that we think, okay, I am Tara, Tara is my mind is Tara. Then you have subject and object creating. So that is incorrect. So the point is, when you visualize, your mind seeing clearly in the Tara, and the moment you're looking into your mind nature, your mind, you really feel that Tara is coming from your mind, inseparable with your mind. And then you be in that mind nature, no conceptual, we say no draw, right? And you be in that state, then you feel that is blessing into your mind. You understand? And then you meditate, you stay in your mind nature, and then also like that mind is apart to your guru, the guru and your mind is inseparable, right? You meditate, and then you feel like guru's blessing into your mind, and then you stay in your mind nature, non-conceptual, meditate. Then you meditate, and then take times like you feel like thinking about Tara or something, then your mind is again able to that Tara, and you feel like more devotion to the Yadam deity. Then that deity, your object of devotion, Yadam deity, is looking to your mind. That deity and your mind is inseparable. So then you go back into your natural mind, meditate. So that bring the blessing from the Yadam deity and the blessing from the Guru. Do you understand? That is the truly you practicing Guru, yoga, and the Yadam deity. So then that time, then you really recognize, the deity and the Guru is inseparable with your own mind. So you feel that you have confident, you recognize it's you're confident. So that's called divine pride. And so that's follow when you practice and meditate, then you recognize. So that's the reason we have to memorize very short supplication to Guru, supplication to Yadam deity. So long as you have memorized the supplication to Guru, Yadam deity, during the meditation, you apply that supplication to the Yadam deity, or guru. So we have a supplication Tara, so you can supplicating that Tara prayer in the Tara, and then this each verses is taking you to the end no door. You know, you don't have to chant whole thing like beginning to end, right? So you supplicating one verses first, and then the verses supplicating and looking to your mind and meditate. And then when you're ready again, you supplicating again. Yeah. And then go back to again in the mind nature, meditate. So Yadam deity practice, Guru Yoga, and Mahamudra have to bring together, not separable. Do you understand? In long as you bring together, Vipassana is there, Shamatha is there. So why we meditate in Shamatha? Because the reason is we want to get into that, this level. Only Shamatha meditation cannot liberate. Do you understand? So Shamatha, you focus on object. You stay like, okay, 1 hour, 2 hour. Your mind is like peaceful, relaxed. But still your mind is mundane. So, really transforming. And Shamatha meditation really helps become this generation stage in Mahamudra. Shamatha is a cause, and the result is Yadam deity, Guru Yoga, and Mahamudra. Without Shamatha meditation, you cannot really bring together this together, right? That's why we try to create like stable mind. So you create a foundation, the house. You cannot live, right? You don't have the fully house. Do you understand? So you make really good foundation first, basic, like the house. Then you don't build anything top over that. You have good foundation, but then still you cannot live in the house. No benefit. Same, you create a very good shamatha, but still you're not liberating. So that's the reason shamatha we have to create like stable mind. So when you have stable mind, then you can close eye, visualize this Yadam deity easy. And then you can think about like looking to your mind nature, you have the ability to look to your natural mind. It's without shamatha, very hard to look to your own nature, because water is dirty. How can be moon is reflection into the water, right? Dirty water cannot pick up the moon reflection in the water, right? Yes. So first, water need clear. When water is clear, so that means like you have shamatha, you're clear. Then you see the water clearly, go transparently. That is called vipassana. Then the moon is able to in the water clearly, so that is Yadam deity. You understand, right? So that's why first step, what is most important? Shamatha, because water is dirty. You cannot see transparently water. More not possible to reflection in the water. So shamatha meditation helps, release thoughts, and your mind is stable. And as long as you have that, then you can use the vipassana looking into your mind. So same as you can look to the water. Water is transparently clear. To top to bottom, you can see clearly. Long as water is clear, right? So many high mountains in Tibet, you can go there. Is water is transparent, it's very clear, and you can see top to all the way to bottom. Even like water is very deep, but still you can see because water is very clear. So that same is like vipassana means you're seeing your own nature, and then long as that clear source, see the moon reflection in the water, same as yadam deity can approach in your mind. So think about moon is reflection in the water. So then you can see moon is clearly the water. Water is become transformed to the moon. Same, your mind is transformed to the yadam deity. So that helps become, remove our mundane, ordinary, like me and I. The concept is removed. So like you think about yadam deity, introduced to I am, like you're calling about your name. So that's ordinary concept. That's the reason we have to, all this practice have to bring together when you meditate practice. No separation. Separation then not enough. So that's why I try to share together, Even if visual, okay, so now I am the deity, and this deity pride insulates us from any obstacles in addiction. It has the benefit of destroying ordinary ego, clinging. In fact, know that your own mind has always been nature of the deity. See, your mind is always been the Yadam deity. So this meditation saying I am the Yadam deity is you going back on to your own original. It is true, is fact, not making your service wrong or incorrect, because you're going back to your own true nature. Your own true nature is always a Yadam deity, nature of the deity. So your body is the mandala. Then your body is become mandala means your knowing your mind is Buddha. Then your body is naturally enlightened form body. So in this case, you meditate like Yadam deity. Okay, think about the Tara. So you meditate the seven eyes, white color, or flowers, everything. But you don't have this inner, mind connections. Then that meditation is incorrect. I mean, not powerful, not incorrect. Do you understand? So we have example, tiger's skin is put in the donkey. So looks like tiger, but inside is a donkey, not the red tiger, right? Tiger has confidence, very powerful. Donkey don't have that. So same, this section is going to into the, of course, like recollection of purity, called recollection of purity. So you have to know all these auto level aspects, and that is form body auto level. This different ornaments has showing the actually Yadam deity. I mean the enlightened beings qualities. But can be big misunderstanding in that section. So that's why it's we talked about sacred mantrayana. Sacred means many different meanings. Last week I shared with you the sacred is like all in all your chakras. The Yadam deities, mandala inside your bodies. So long as you don't have the ability to open up, everything's sacred naturally. We cannot go into that. We don't have access to that, because long as we don't have enough love, compassion, bodhicitta, no access up there. Yeah. So if you don't meditate, your body is yadam deity, recognize your mind is yadam, inseparable, no access to higher chakras. So if you don't follow the karma cause and effect, we have a strong negative, karma, then that naturally open the lower chakras. So we always access to the easily go to lower chakras, but no opportunity to go higher chakras. So that's why we have to subdue all our negative karma first, subduing, right, and purify. Then you have to create love, compassion, bodhicitta, connect with the yadam deity, dharma protectors, try to access like higher chakras. So without the practice, it's not possible to up to higher chakras. Uh, so that's the naturally secrets. We don't have a ability to go up. But another ultra level secret means ultra level, not inner level secret. Ultra level secrets is this many yadam deities form, is we call recollection of purity. Recollection of purity means the symbolizing shows actually true nature mind. But who don't have that teaching, transmission, empowerment, not allowed to use. Do you understand? So the reason is people can get misunderstand and can be get wrong view, can get wrong perceptions. So that's the reason need teaching, transmission, empowerment. All this require reason is not something wrong. That's why you have recoils. No, but the people take mistake, misunderstand, and that's the reason secret means like many this higher level tantra ritual object, image not allowed to show for public because without the permission, without the fully knowing, do you understand? And then someone using this or the tantra object, I mean they're showing they are realizer auto level, right? So that's the same as like donkey, put the tagging skin. Do you understand? So that is an important section. So here is coming here. Okay, what it says. That is what is deity practice about. It is not about trying to force something or image in something to be cause case when in fact it is not. So we're not changing something. Actually, you meditate yadam deity is you going back into your own true nature. Yadam, yadam means your own nature is called yadam. Do you understand? So we talk about what is my yadam. Your own nature is your yadam. So then that is effort to form body. It can be Tara, can be Manjushri, can be Chinreza, So which one you practice? Then, someone have very strong connect practicing always Tara. The Tara is your yadam means that Tara is you recognize your own nature. Your nature is inseparable Tara, you recognize. Then that means Tara is your yadam deity. And you meditate, your Chinreza is inseparable with your mind. You have that confidence, you recognize. Then Chinreza is your yadam deity. Yadam means like your original mind, right? Unmodified mind, I think correct. I don't know. Unmodified is correct. True nature mind. So that mind is called yadam deity. Yadam means. So visualize all these different yadams is all is correct because it's that they're taking you to own true nature mind. It's inseparable. So the third is here right now. What I'm going to want to share with you is the third element of deity development stage practice is known as recalling the purities. Recalling purity is a very important section. So right now, so many this tantra object is in the market. Do you understand? So another level is nothing wrong. This all, so much samsaric object in the market. We need a spiritual object in the market because, so spiritual object is antidote to samsaric, this object, right? So that also really helps. Another level, but another level, if you don't use correctly, and then it's get people get wrong perceptions, misunderstand. So that's why here, element of the deity development stage practice is known as recalling the practice important. This refers to turning in the dynamic energy of the play of appearance and emptiness. So all this form body is, referred to training in the dynamic energy. Dynamic energy of the play of appearances and emptiness. So all these different, ritual, the object, also the Buddha's different form body. This is talking about the wrath for deities, okay? Wrath for deities, and the same is like Vajrakalaya has a Yab and the Yom, right? Many, Yab Yom and the wrath for, and all these higher level Tantra deities. Yamin Taka, like that kind of Yadam deities mentioned about this one, the point is. So this all deity is effort to form is a method, wisdom, energy is arising, the form body. So not anger, attachment, ignorance, right? So that's the reason here says dynamic energy of the play of appearances means like the effort to form is, reason is because compassion, wisdom arising the different form bodies. Recognize that the deity appearing in form body display, but has never devoid from the nature of Dharmakaya. So this Yadam deity is effort to form body, but not devoid of the nature of Dharmakaya means they're always showing its true nature mind. Yadam deity means not separate. So the point is Dharmakaya is effort to form body. Do you understand? So Dharmakaya is source. So today I'm staying in the temple, I'm sharing this teaching, right? And we have many country people in the zone. So everyone seeing me in your own room. You stay in your room. So that is the same is called Sambhonakaya. Dharmakaya is, I'm stay here, right? In the temple. And this is the come from actually source from here. But every country, like wherever you are and you can see, I am there with you, right? So that's called Sambhonakaya form, is display come from the Dharmakaya. Same as you're at home, and now we see you, like you appear to 400 people seeing, your body has become 400 times. Do you understand? Actually, only you are one. But your at home is the same as a Dharmakaya. So now we seeing you, each person seeing you is called Sambhonakaya. It's always, a void from your home means like you are be there, you don't have to go any specific places. Otherwise you cannot get it, right? You have to go to all these different country, right now we have 400 something people in the zone. So you must be close to like 400 people, right? Because 400 people see you, each country is different. But you don't have to do anything that. You don't have need any wanted to show all these countries. You don't need to think about I'm going to display like that way, but due to all these conditions, you're at home, effort to form body everywhere. So same, like Dharmakaya in the nature state, be that states and no any expectation or wanted to go like showing form bodies, but naturally effort to this Sambhonakaya form bodies. So Sambhonakaya form is the Yadam deity's form body. And then another level we talked about the Sambhonakaya only the Bodhisattvas can connecting and they can receive teaching from Sambhonakaya. Our ordinary people only can receive teaching like Namanakaya. So that's the teaching generally talk about that, right? So Namanakaya means like Buddha Shakyamuni, he take birth in Lambane, he enlightenment in the Bodhigaya, he was past Nirvana in Krishnagar. So that's called Namanakaya. Ordinary beings have access to see him, can talk with him. But then that time with him is Manjushri, Chinreze, all this Vajrapani with him all the time, but people don't see them. Only like high level, practitioner called Bodhisattvas can see them, but other people don't see. Buddha Shakyamuni, wherever he goes, I think three Bodhisattvas always with him, and the Tara, they are together. That's why when he talked Heart Sutra, we know Chinreze is there, and when he shared the teachings, some is like Manjushri holding the lineage, some is Chinreze holding the lineage, some is Vajrapani holding the lineage, all these Bodhisattvas, they hold the lineages. So that's his story, right? But true is, see, so Sambhonakaya, this deity dynamic, everything is in your heart center, chakra. So last week I told you teaching like without love and compassion, you no access up there, right? No access to get up to your higher chakra. So you don't have access to up there, you cannot see that. Actually this deity, Sambhonakaya, is your own emanation. It's you within. We have that deities, but we no access up there because without love and compassion, so bodhicitta, you don't have ability to access up there. So then ordinary people cannot see, means like the true, I think, the sacred level, without the love and the compassion, you don't see your own yadam. Do you understand? Yeah, so sometimes we think about, okay, where is Chinreze? Maybe he can see Chinreze, he can see Tara, I don't see where they are, maybe he's seeing, you have that kind of doubt. Many people think, do you see, when you meditate, do you see the Buddha, right? So that people ask these questions. The point is, you see, seeing or not seeing is, without actually this love, compassion, bodhicitta, you don't have access up there. The Chinreze, Tara, all these deities within your body has, inner level. Then you don't have access up there, you cannot see that, right? So that's why, so only Bodhisattva can perceive this Yadam deities. That means like Bodhisattva has access to up higher chakras, I think. Do you understand in the zone? Okay. So if you want to connect to, this Yadam deity, means like our passport is bodhicitta. So long as you have bodhicitta, then you have access to the Yadam deity, you can meet them. When you meet them, it's like you don't have to go somewhere else. So you meditate, like you journey, like spiritual journey inside your body, like open the other chakras, and you can connect to your own yidam deities. So then that yidam deity, we have, but apart to the form body, so we don't have a connection. That's why we have to use ultra level form body. Then form bodies, this different the ornament showing that quality. If you get in that in the higher chakra, I mean, if you long as you have access there, do you have thoughts there? So no thoughts, because that's the reason yidam deity is naked, right? The form body is naked. Why is it not naked? Because long as you have that, get into your higher chakra, you in that go up to that level, you don't have thoughts. Then when you get there, do you have an emotion? No emotion. That's why yidam deity shows, yab and yom, right? Yab and yom means free from attachment. No attachment. Like right now, we are in this, lower chakra. Long as we have in that maintained state, it's like emotion state. So we have a emotion, and then go higher chakra in the yidam deity, the citizen area. So mandala, we can say mandala, or citizen. You get up there, the deity is a citizen. Then no attachment. That's why yidam deity form is yab and yom. When you get up there, you don't have anger. That's why showing is wrathful. Form means like free from anger, free from attachment. Then this yidam deity has different kind of form body, animal heads, because no ignorance up there. So free from anger, free from attachment, and so three poisons, free from three poisons, and 5 afflictive emotions. So that's the reason this showing form body, is long as you get that level, you don't have. Nature of the, then what here says, clinging to the appearances of an external world, and it is contains as being rare and inherently existing, is what is known as clinging to the rareness or self-nature. Right now we have very strong fixation, in this clinging to the phenomena, clinging to the ourselves, clinging to the object, right? So that's due to our, self-grasping, actually very strong. So clinging to the rareness or self nature of phenomena. Recalling the purity is taught us in antidote to grasping at the self nature of phenomena. So recollection of purity is antidote to our self-grasping to all these phenomena. Because you see the yidam deity's form body, the yidam deity's form body is antidote to, ordinary form body. So ordinary form body is like your fixation, your grasping mind. The object is called ordinary form. So then that object, you meditate, like recognize emptiness, take really long time. Not that easy. Say, okay, that object I don't want to attach. Then you try to, meditate emptiness. It's very hard. So you just visualize the yidam deity right moment there, all this form is transformed. So yidam deity form is called recollection of purity, is like pure form body. And we create pure perceptions. It's antidote to impure form perception. So that's why it's a special method called the self-appearing mandala of a pro-modern knowing is beyond any conceptual limits of face, hands, color, shape, and the rest. See, this is very important. the self-appearing mandala of pro-modern knowing is beyond any concepts, limits of face and hands, the color, shape, and the rest. It's true nature, it's dharma dharto, or we say non-conceptual, non-door state is beyond all this, yadam that is form body. In that case, you don't have to apply any form body. So that's why, I told you already, visualize the Yadam deity, and then that deity, appear to your mind, and at the same time you're looking into your mind. Your mind is inseparable with the Yadam deity, and then you be in your own nature mind, meditate. So then that deity is become dissolving into your inseparable with your Yadam, your nature. Then the nature is beyond this form body. So that means like the Buddhist is beyond the religion. Religion means like you believe the gods and the permanent something there, right? So until this state, we cannot say we are no religion. I think so. You recognize all Yadam deity, whatever this form body is inseparable with your mind. Your mind is empty, right? Emptiness is clear awareness. We talk about nature mind quality. So no drawer, and long as you have that, realize that all this data is inseparable with your nature mind. So in that level, everything is gone. So many different eyes, so beautiful eyes, right? You go to like maybe Iceland. I think about it, like very high mountains, beautiful eyes, like kind of some has a house shape, house. Some looks like car. Some is like beautiful caps in the ice. So all these different ice form is dissolved into the water. Then no that shape, everything's gone, right? Beautiful, all the color shapes are all gone. So now we see so many different houses, beautiful house, right? And beautiful trees. This all is become dissolved into the earth. It's all gone. So same, we can visualize all these different Yadam deities. This all can dissolve into your own nature mind. Then that time, all this hands, color, shape, and the rest. However, so they all is become the pro-modern knowing is beyond any conceptual limitation of hell. It's always gone. So no more there. However, the Buddha's awakened qualities such as the 37 attributes of enlightenment and so forth arise the perception of beings symbolic as the immeasurable deity palace and the deity with a specific face, hands, and multiple different stabilities. These are all symbols pointing to the absolute nature. So all this auto level form, shows actually absolute truth nature. Example, we create like mandala. The all mandala actually showing on the true nature. Then also we don't have a knowing true nature, so you see the auto level mandala that helps connection to the knowing true nature. If you see the temple also bird structure is the same as a mandala, deity's palace. Temple shape must follow by the deity's palace. So then you see that shape, and that also helps you knowing on your nature. And we build the stupa, so stupa also same as deity's shape, the mandala, Yadam deity is a mandala. So then that helps knowing true nature. Everything is showing the true nature. So That's we have to recognize. Example in this Vajra is showing true nature. And this bear showing true nature. This is Buddha's speech. This all form is Buddha's form. So visualize Buddha's form. The mind is, Dharmakaya. This the Vajra, true nature. So that's all is effort to form body. So showing means this all showing true nature. This object not showing the true nature, then the object is a regular object, not a spiritual object. Do you understand? Dhamma also showing true nature. Dhamma also showing true nature. And the bear, Vajra, all this object is showing the true nature. So that's why this object has symbolized the recollection of purity. So that's what we have to understand. Then you know that, then you can, you respect this special object. If that's very important, like recognize knowing. And the fourth, arise the perception of beings symbol like recall as the immeasurable deity palace and the deity with a specific face and hands and multiple different attributes. These are all symbols pointing to the absolute nature. So that's the important, we have to know. Today then, we use this meditation. Now we're going to meditate together. So meditating, use Om Ahom. So Om Ahom is representative Yadam deity's body, speech, and mind. And we today share the teachings talk about the laws Yadam deity. So we are Yadam. Yadam means we have a Buddha nature, true nature. Ya means like unbeginningless we have. Ya. Dam means inseparably. Usually you think Yadam means like always think about auto level, like Buddha's, Tara form body, Chinrezek. But the essence like Yadam means like unbeginning, inseparably, always within us. So that's called Yadam. Then we have that, we know knowing, because due to body's obstacle, speech obstacle, mind obstacles, right? 3 obstacles we have. That's the reason we know knowing. So now use Om Ahom is can be shamatha meditation, Om Ahom, can be, Yadam deity meditation. Actually, both. The Om Ahom syllable is representative enlightened body, speech, mind too. But Om Ahom syllable is also, same is the focus with the breath. Focus with the object, using this Om Ahom. Is, depending, like individually, so can be Om Ahom, the same as a regular object using, or can be special object using. So Om Ahom, when we use this meditating together, Om is like you can focus the forehead. Don't need to think about the color, usually the white Om, red blue Om, but when you meditate this, right now using this meditation, don't use the color. Just only warbling, right? Don't need to like exactly syllable, which kind of log, like you don't think about that. Only that warbling, right? And focus forehead. Mentally, you're chanting mentally, the energy is in the forehead. Then the energy, the warbling is in the throat, or is in your heart. So then you can follow by inhale, like inhale is like, when you breathe into your body, like what, mentally chanting, this one no wobbly, okay? Focus forehead, then breathe into your body, It's focused throat. When you go out, so second breathe, you know, you can follow the breath. So this, you can follow that way, and you know, also you just mind focus each part on, uh, which is easy for you. So hard to share, but you do that, and like you can fix like kind of you know how to do following. You know, follow your own breath. Uh, is you know, naturally you can create yourself. You recognize how to do yourself. When I talk, it's hard to explain, but you practice, you knows like how to use this, bring together. Okay, on our home is. This syllable helps your body, your mind, your breath is connecting together. So cannot go separate. When you have so much thoughts going on, so moment you close eye, you know, chant this one, and you can stop all the thoughts naturally. You can release your thoughts. It's very powerful. You can then resting very easy. So that's what we're going to do right now, practice. Okay, good morning, afternoon, evening, wake up. How is your own home going on? Wake up your body, speech, mind, or not yet? Okay, so everyone good in the zone? Wonderful. On our home meditation. It's use this technique. You can stop the thoughts and connecting your body, breathe, your mind together. Use this Vajra reciting called mantra. We have so many different kind of, mantra, deity different mantras. All the deity mantra is just subsumed to these 3 syllables. So without this 3 syllable, we don't have a mantra. It's, all this mantra has these 3 syllables, Om, Ah, Hom. So the mantra main point is purification, because purify our body, speech, mind, negative karma. So that's why these 3 syllables represent enlightenment speech. Enlightenment body is Om, enlightenment speech is Ah, enlightenment mind is Hom. And so then connecting to our own enlightened body, speech, mind, using these 3 syllables. Also use this Vajra recitation, remove our thoughts. So bring our body, speech, mind together. Do you feel that or no? So long as you focusing on chanting this mentally and moving, energy, forehead, throat, and heart, naturally your body, your body and the breath, your mind, all is connecting together. Okay, so that's the use on our home meditating mantra. Using that is meditation. So then we're going back, come back to again afternoon, and I know I'm going to chant share you short dedication prayer in the deity yoga sadhana has. The Kaju lineage dedication prayer. Torjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Dharma Lord Gambopa, Pamutropa, Lord Digompa. Please bestow upon us the most auspicious bless of all Kaju Lamas. By this virtue may achieve omniscience, by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travels on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where this humble may arise, where this bomb is not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray your Dharma activity separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri, the Vero realize automatic state, and as did Samantha Bada, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the true unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I shall bear fruit. By the virtues collected in three times, by my seven all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by inner rule of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Digompa Ranashiri, who is omniscient Lord of Dharma, Master of Interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Dashidele.
Well, before you start today, could you go over the schedule for next weekend?
Next weekend we have a Mani Drumchu Om Mani Padme Hum practice. We have sadhanas, we can share sadhana, and also the teaching about generation too. Yadam deity is generation. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Kepala.
Thank you, Kepala.
Thank you, Kepo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.